Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your host, Buckning, and today we're going to give you an update on the portfolio. We're going to talk about the bank earnings that are happening this week. It's almost like a free-for-all at this point, but every bank that matters in this portfolio will be reporting their Q4, quarter four, fourth quarter earnings, and that will be the end of the year for them. However, they probably have already started their fiscal year 2023. We're going to talk about a few things because earnings have been released for Bank of Nova Scotia, but we'll get into that and we'll talk about that and see what happens and just kind of the general idea of possibly what might be down the pipeline in the upcoming week. So when you'll see this video, I'm pretty sure it's TD that'll be reporting. Is it TD? Yeah, something like that. But today, Bank of Nova Scotia, when you see this video, you'll know about the earnings already. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is where we put $100 a week into a tax-free savings account to build a dividend portfolio right in front of your eyes. And if you're not new, welcome back. So portfolio as it stands today closed out at $15,639.17, up $5.38, up 0.03%. That's for the week, for the day. For the week, we're up $141.54, up 0.91%. For the 1 month, up $698.61, up 4.68%. For the 3 months, we are up $696.36, up 4.66%. For the 1 year, we're still up $131.77, up 0.85%. And for the all-time since starting this portfolio, we are up $1,633.22, up 11.66%. We got $23.10 in the cash account with $100 that will be available to trade when we make our purchase at the end of the week. And then we'll also give you guys the dividend portfolio update on how much dividends we earned in the month of November. 2022 is coming to a near end, and hopefully we can maintain, some numbers in the green or the black, and just make sure we're not losing. So, as you can see here, Bank of Nova Scotia, after reporting earnings, they're at, well, I don't know if that's after hours, but at the day here, Bank of Nova Scotia, because we're going to talk about them a little bit, closed out at $69.67, down to $1.79 today, down 2.5%. And so Bank of Nova Scotia is one of the first big five to report their earnings for the fourth quarter. And they did beat expectations. And what I mean by expectations is earnings per share. I think they came in at 206, and the estimates were 201. So there was a change there. And dividend increase did not happen for the fourth quarter. It still remains the same at $1.03 Canadian per common share. So a lot is happening with Bank of Nova Scotia currently. If you are familiar with Bank of Nova Scotia, ticker symbol BNS, they have operations in Latin America, and it's been a segment that's kind of been struggling from what's going on down there. I know Bank of Nova Scotia has also sold, I believe, is it Venezuela or something, or their Thailand investment side of things. So they did have a loss on that side of things. Another thing is they are putting more in loss provisions. I think they're up to, and if you don't know what a loss provision is, it's what banks put aside for any bad loans or defaulted loans. So if people don't pay back the loans that are owed, this money is set aside to take care of those obligations, and so that they don't go into just financial ruin. So this is similar to back in 2020 when everything was going on. They would set money aside due to unforeseen or things that could possibly happen during a time of economic uncertainty, right? And so when they do this, there is some sort of inclination that there might be something coming for us, like a recession, something just not good. So that's why they put this money aside. The more they put aside in their reserves or these loss provisions, the safer they feel, and as they should. So that's probably something that we'll see as a trend in the upcoming week here when all big banks report their fourth and final earning for the year, fiscal year. And the loss provisions will be increased. You might see some will probably not beat their earnings or beat their expectations on earnings per share. You'll probably see profit down a little bit. And that's just the way it is with the current economics. So another thing about Bank of Nova Scotia is that their CEO is now stepping down and a new CEO will be put into place. I don't know much about this new CEO, Scott Thompson, I think it is. And he is joining Bank of Nova Scotia as their new CEO come December 1st, which is Thursday. To give you a little bit of background, this gentleman he was on the board for 6 years or something like that, and he was the CEO of Finning. If you don't know what Finning is, ticker symbol FTT.TO. Let's just look it up here. FTT.TO. Not for FTT. There it is. So Finning International. Finning is a dealer that deals like Caterpillar. If you don't know what Caterpillar is, like cat finning or cat finning. They sell services and equipment, like big construction equipment. You see it everywhere. Caterpillar or Cat, those big Tonka truck things that do construction. And he is going to be the next CEO of Bank of Nova Scotia. Now, coming from an industry where it really doesn't have anything to do with financials in the financial industry, is a very interesting play. But I read up on a little bit of why, I guess, the thought process behind this was, and is because with the CEO of Finning, he was able to create a lot of profits in like the Latin America area with these products and services with Cat and Finning. So that's why they're doing that. My only concern, and then I'm going to express this concern, this is just my opinion, Mr. Thompson, or I want to say Thomas, but it's Mr. Thompson, is stepping from a company that is worth 3.7 billion, right? Oh, market cap is 5.6 billion, and coming into a company that is well over that, I believe, in market cap of $85 billion. So that's more than 10 times the amount in market cap in a much larger kind of financial book. And is that a concern? Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I guess he's got some big shoes to fill, and really hoping that, whatever the board decided, that he's really going to make the change in the direction that Bank of Nova Scotia is heading. So that is some news on the Bank of Nova Scotia side of things, kind of all over the place. It's just been a long day, but it is what it is. But yeah, upcoming week, banks will be releasing their fourth and final earnings for the quarter. And we're going to see a lot of loss provisions and use that as an indicator, because I'm sure they know a bit more than we do, as they have analysts and people that are constantly looking at this stuff every day of where the economy is heading, what they're expecting, and kind of the fail safes that they're putting in place. And I've said this before, if you see big banks putting fail safes in place, maybe we should consider it with the way our books are, or our portfolios are. Maybe we should have some safety valves or fail safes that are in place just in case something is coming towards us, which we've talked about before. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So just wanted to give you my opinion on that. I know it's a lot of ums and stuff, but it's still fairly new information, because Bank of Nova Scotia did just release their earnings today. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye.